Yo, it's Pufferfish667 back with another vid, and in today's video, I thought I'd give you guys a little guide on how to 1v3, how to solo squad in Apex. Like, when I'm streaming, like, a lot of people come in asking me, how do you solo squad and always win 1v3s? Like, they always say it's so hard, and I'm like, I give them the basic tips, but, like, there's so much more I could say, and I really want to say it, but just because I'm streaming, I don't really have the time to say it, so I just give them a basic rundown. So I thought I'd make this guide so next time people come into the stream and ask a question, I could just be like, yo, I made a vid on this, go hit it up. So yeah, if you like it, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you can catch into the screen, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So the first tip, and this is the tip that I always give to people when they come to stream because it's the most important, is to position yourself so you're never facing more than one person at a time. It's the most important thing because no matter how good you are, unless the team you're going against are legit fucking potatoes, you will not be able to win a 1v3 or even a 1v2 if two people are focus firing on you. You know, it's a lot easier said than done. So I've kind of broken this like into subcategories for this tip, just to give you a better idea of how to do that. So firstly, you don't want to be taking fights out in the open just because, there's no cover. You can get completely team fight and focused, and then you can't really do much unless you're Pathfinder or Wraith. The only way you really want to be doing it out in the open is if you can get a guaranteed knock, like maybe someone's rezzing their teammate, or they're low. But even then, you kind of still want to be around cover. The best thing I would say to do this is to play high ground if you can. High grounds and roof and ledges are so good. You'll be able to, in roofs, there's so many little cracks and crevices you can shoot through to dink them up, to take them out of the fight, so they have to go down and heal, so it's putting a lot less pressure on you. When they're climbing up to roofs, there's an animation that they have to do where they're so vulnerable, and you'll basically, if most guns in the game, like most decent high time to kill guns in the game, will kill even people with full purple armor while they're in that animation if they don't react quick enough. And then just ledges, you can just, like on ledges, you can make it so they can only see your head, but you see their whole body, so you're at a mad advantage. And the last one is completely run from a fight if you need to. Now, I don't mean like run and just hope not to come into them again. I mean, like, reposition yourself, get them to come to you. So when they're coming to you, you can get like a sneaky little pick off on them. So when they're coming to you, trying to chase you, you quickly turn around when it's safe. Don't turn around in the open, and turn around and get someone damaged or a quick knock, and that takes so much pressure off the fight, and it's a huge thing in 1v3s. Okay, so the second tip's not as complex and as hard as the other one. You can't always do it, but it really helps us to get a sneaky little knock at the start of the fight. If you down one person, it makes it so much easier for you because there's less chance you're going to get rushed by a whole team of three. It just takes so much pressure off of you in the fight. Thirsting is a pretty good idea just to make sure they get res, because a lot of the times they can crawl away to their two teammates. There's no way of getting thirst, but you don't always want to instantly thirst. Only thirst if you know you're safe, if you know their teammates are far away enough to thirst. You don't want to thirst when their teammates are right there, because that's so much more time you could be repositioning, and it'll probably end up getting you killed most times. So my third tip is when engaging the next person. This is assuming you're following the first tip, which you should be, because that tip is by far the most important tip to win 1v3s. Always try to be full HP. This is something that even the best players don't do, and a lot of the times they can get away with it because of their movement and aim, but still, even then, if they're not full HP before they go to their next 1v1, themselves at a disadvantage at the start, and a lot of the times you might get away with it, but there's going to be a fair few times where if you just took the time to slow it down to heal, you'd be able to win the fight. And also, it's just, you can go into a fight more confident. You have to stress about having 100% accuracy to win, because if you peek there and miss a couple of your shots, you're dead because your HP is so low. It's just something that makes 1v3 so much easier. So my fourth tip is to always apply pressure to a fight. This is not the most important, it just kind of makes your life a bit easier. So this can be done by throwing nades and getting small bursts of damage off people. It just helps. It like dinks up the team. And then when they're damaged, usually they go full survival mode, they completely forget about their team. They drop all their team synergy and they get out of the fight to heal, which makes it a lot easier for you. If you got, like, let's say you get a nade and knock 2 shield, they back off, which means you could single out the guys on full HP, knock him, and then quickly chase the other guys, or just stay there and wait at the down guy, because the pressure's on them to go rev him or get his banner. So it's just always applying pressure. You don't need to do it. You can't always do it, but it will help in 1v3s. For my 5th tip, this is something I personally don't like doing all the time, but I will do it if it means I'm about to die. But if you're getting third party mid-fight, just dip and let the 2 teams do the work, Basically, you just let the 2 teams fight, and once you see the fight's over, you can see in the kill feed that a bunch of people just died. Maybe you hear a res from a couple other teams, or you just know the fight's over. Just run back up there and just be the cleanup crew. It's a dick move, the other team's probably going to get pissed off, but I mean, it is a good way to solo squad and win a 1v3, because they're already going to be low. Probably a couple of them, like 1 or 2, are already going to be down. So it's just an easy way to just take out a squad. Okay, for my 6th tip is to stay calm during a fight. If you've ever seen me stream, you'll never see me fully stress out in a 1v3. It's just because if you start stressing out and start panicking, you're going to make dumb decisions, your aim's going to go off, and it's just not going to help you during the fight. The best way I'd say to do this is just to not care, like, it does suck losing, you'll get frustrated, but just let it flow, it happens, shit happens. This kind of leads into my last tip, is to remember that you are not going to win them all. I'm 16th at the world right now in this game, currently, I believe. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours in this game. I play it all the time. I have so much 1v3 experience, and I lose a big chunks of my 1v3. A lot of the times you just can't do anything. It's a squad-based game. Squads work together, and there's literally nothing you could have done. That sucks, but that's just how it goes. And then if you lose, and it wasn't because you got rushed by a squad at the full time, just reflect on that. That's how you improve. You learn from your mistakes. Think of why did that fight go downhill for you? What did you do wrong? What could you have done better? And what can you do better in the next fight to make sure you win? Okay, so that was basically my ultimate guide of how to 1v3 in Apex. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications so you can catch it in the stream. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.
Reloading. Enemy down. Getting shot at.
Youngest of gods, dude.
Good kill.